QC Kitchen Mary, I'm like, oh, it smells really good in here, but it really does. And, you know, we've been celebrating dry January all month. We're going to end it with a bang as we head into the final weekend of the month. Brian's back from Billy Sunday and Spindle Bar this morning, and we are making a mocktail. This is my question, Brian. We hear mocktail, we hear non-alcoholic, we hear spirit-free. What is the right terminology, or does it really matter?
Yes. I used to have a friend who asked me to make him mocktinis. Like whatever makes you feel good, whatever the drink is that you want to have, let's rock and roll with it.
I love that. You guys have been doing all kinds of spirit-free or mocktails throughout January. Are people ordering them? Like how has it been?
What's really interesting is I think so many people have different sober journeys for any reason, whether it's diet during January or pregnancy or just general like cleaner living. So a lot more people have been ordering them just in general. And you can take half of the booze out of things, like maybe top it with a little bit of sparkling wine, but leave the gin out or things like that. So there's all sorts of levels now where you can kind of gauge what kind of experience you want to have.
It's so interesting because back in the day when we first started like craft cocktails, right? If you were to say to the person behind the bar, but can you make it this way? It was almost like, no, this is the craft cocktail we've created and this is how it goes. Is it okay, a little bit more acceptable now to say, hey, but I kind of need half the alcohol?
You know, the thing is, there are more options.
Yeah.
There used to be like, we have to make it this way because that's what I have at my disposal. But now so many more brands are making spirit-free, spirit alternatives. So you've got the tools. You can do whatever you want. You can kind of take and put spins on it because you've got a whole, like a palette of things to work with.
That's really cool, and they're tasting better and better, which I love. What you're going to make today, like I said, it's been smelling so good. Tell everybody what you're making today.
So this is one of our regular cocktails that we also have a spirit-free version of. It's called the Later Mater because it's kind of our take on a Bloody Mary with no tomato juice.
Okay, so if people don't like that or they can't, their stomach can't do that.
Yeah, if you just don't need all of that. Also, like, I don't love all that volume, and like, let's just get to the meat and potatoes of it all.
That's good.
So we've taken the tomato juice out of this. It's also fun to get a savory cocktail option. There's so many sweet things or just spirit forward. Give me some mixers without giving me too much sugar. So this gives you kind of a different palate altogether.
Great.
So we're going to start out. I'm going to take this lime. I've taken the ends of the lime and I just cut it into quarters. We're going to throw that in. A little bit of simple syrup because you always got to have a little bit of something in there.
Yeah, just a little something to take the edge off.
And then we call this our Mater juice. This is a combination of Cholula and Worcestershire.
Oh my goodness, I love that combination.
And then I'm just going to take my muddler and smush up that lime. It's always helpful when you muddle if you have a little liquid in there first.
Okay, what does that do?
It gives something for any of those juices to go into. So like if you're muddling mint for mojito, throw a little lime, a little simple in there first, and it lubricates what you're muddling and lets those oils kind of go where they need to.
Pro tip.
So now that I've got those juices in there, I muddled that. I'm gonna use, I really like this. It's a smoked agave spirit-free option. So it's kind of like a mezcal variation.
Okay.
And I like a little smoke in this cocktail just in general.
So no alcohol in this
So
one.
no alcohol. A spirit-free, 0% alcohol
you can
alternative.
smell the smokiness.
Yeah.
That's nice. Ooh, that's good. Nice.
So before I shake this, I'm gonna get my glass ready.
Okay.
And this of course gets a rim. So this is just the Mater juice that we have in the cocktail.
Yes.
I like to do a little half rim so that if you're not feeling it on every sip, you've got somewhere to go.
I love that, actually.
And then this smoked sea salt.
Ooh.
So you get that nice little half rim.
Yes.
And then I've got my ice in here already. We're gonna mix everything together, give that a nice healthy shake.
I do like the half because if you want it, you can kind of take a little bit from there and then sip from this side.
Yeah.
If you want super salty, you can. If you don't want super salty, you can control it.
Exactly. And then I'm gonna take what's in my tin and we're just gonna put that right in the cup. So you get all those chunks of lime.
Oh, I love that.
All the fresh juices.
Beautiful.
So again, it looks just like your Bloody Marys. No tomato juice.
Can I try it?
Absolutely, please
I'm
do.
gonna go on the salty side.
So there are options for this. You can change. We have gin spirit-free. We have rums. We have whiskeys. So you can throw whatever you like in most of these cocktails.
I think I like this better than a full Bloody Mary.
I know.
That is good. I have 45 seconds left. What is happening right here?
So we have a couple of other options.
Good.
This is called our Nice Pear. It's a house-made pear sorbet. And then in this bottle, I have spirit-free gin, lemon juice, a little bit of Topo Chico, and a rosemary simple syrup.
Ooh.
So when we do this, we just take, you get this cute little bottle and you just
Oh, really?
Pour it over, and then that sorbet melts and gives you a really tasty cocktail.
Yum.
This is one where normally it gets sparkling wine. So if you want to leave the gin out but still put the sparkling wine on, you get kind of a halfway option.
Love that.
This is our Appley Ever After, so it's a house apple cider. We put in with some baking spices, a little lemon juice, some cinnamon simple syrup, and again, your spirit-free option.
Brilliant.
And then, of course, lots of brands are coming out with spirit-free beers as well. So
good.
we've got a wide array.
Go ahead and put all the information up on the screen because this is, I'm telling you, this later mater is yummy. Thanks for coming to see us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, Mary, I'm not going to share this one, but I got the other ones for you.
Okay, that sounds good. Hey, you got to come back over here.
Oh, that's right. Which one do you want? You want the one with the sorbet or the one with the apple?
The sorbet.
I'm going to bring this to Mary, okay?
Absolutely.
All right.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you, Brian. We appreciate you.
Always
All
a
right, I'm
pleasure.
coming.